Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One in my old barn door. And as you can see, I have some journals here. I know that I told y'all, I just recently did the little 1 hour journal, and I told you I might use it for a faith journal, and I think I have decided to do that. For 2022, I'm going to use this little journal as my faith journal, and I'm going to do some videos on it. Not sure if it'll be every month or how often I'll get to do it, but I'm going to do it. And it's kind of been on my heart for a few months to do this, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and commit to it and see what I can do. And so with that being said, I went ahead and made some for you guys to journal along with me. So I made several different sizes so that you can have a journal, at different price points, so that everybody can afford to, everybody who wants to do the faith journal with me, they can grab one and they'll be able to do it along with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear some of these off the desk and I'll do a quick flip through of each one. I'm not going to do detailed flip throughs. I'm just going to do quick flip through so that we can get them all in there and I can get them in the shop for you. Once you see this video, they are available in the shop, so you can go grab your favorite one. If they are not there, that means they've already sold out. If you don't get one and you want to do the faith journal with me, send me an email and let me know and I can make one for you. But I'm going to have to leave for just a little while, so it'll have to be when I come back. And I'll tell you about that while I'm flipping through the journal. So let me clear this off and we'll get started. Okay, so each one is just tied with this little, it's just a little tie, and it's removable. None of them are attached except for one, and you'll see that one in a second. So this is the smaller one. It measures 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and it's got a pretty thick spine. It's about a little over 2.5 inch spine, so you have lots and lots of fun pages in there. And so I've just gone in and put some of my little scripture cards throughout the journal, and a couple of vintage goodies and some plain cards, but mainly scriptures and things like that I had on hand. These are some vintage like a card catalog card from a church, and it has scriptures on it. So this is the smallest one. So real quick, while I'm flipping through this one, I'm going to have to go out of town for a little while. I don't know exactly how long, maybe a week or so. I've got to go do some things to help my dad. And so my New Year's resolution this year was to give myself permission to rest more and to relax more and to take a break more often, so that I don't get burnt out. And so I'm going to go down and help my dad, and then I'm going to take a few days for myself and get my thoughts together. And I may try to do, I'm going to go down to the camper too, and so I may try to do some videos down there if I have time, but I'm not going to work myself to death. So that's my New Year's resolution, is to just slow down a little and to enjoy the process a little more, and that it's okay to take a break. Do y'all do that? Because I feel really guilty if I'm not always doing something. So I literally, from the time my feet hit the floor in the mornings till I go to bed at night, I'm working. I'm doing something, whether it's cooking or cleaning or creating or working in the business side of my Etsy or whatever. And so I'm constantly doing something. And so I feel tired. I feel like I don't ever get a break. Okay, so this is going to be in a separate listing by itself. Let me go ahead and start flipping through one of these as I'm talking. These I did, the cover is made from a bubble envelope, and then this is my collage papers. This one is A, and these kind of have a light farm theme. None of these journals really have a specific theme to them, but these kind of have a light farm theme to them. So anyways, yeah, so I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments below if y'all are like that too. Am I in frame? Let me scoot up just a little. Sorry, I'm not trying to make you dizzy. So again, just doing a quick flip through of these. But anyways, so I just decided that this year I'm going to slow down a bit, you know, just because I am tired, you know, and I feel tired all the time. So I'm going to start exercising more. That is not a resolution. It's just something that I need to do. But my resolution is actually to be okay with taking a break. So I'm going to go down and help my dad a little bit, and then I'm going to get to the camper and just kind of close off the world for a couple of days and just relax. And, you know, again, if I stay longer, I may do some videos from down there. I didn't get a chance to video ahead to have some videos ready for y'all because I didn't realize that I was going to need to be going. So bear with me. If you don't see a video from me in several days or maybe even a week, don't panic. I'll be back as quick as I can. But I am going to give myself a break. So that's where I'm at with that. And if y'all are like that too, give me some ideas in the description box of things that you do to give yourself a break. And do you feel guilty about it when you do it? All right, so this is going to be Journal A. These two will be in the same listing. All of the journals have little dangles tied to the center signatures, or where the signatures are tied in is what I mean. So yeah, do y'all do that? Do y'all beat yourself up if you take a break? And what do you do to combat that if you do, you know? Has it gotten better for you? Because I do. I tend to feel guilty. These are embossed envelopes. But yeah, I tend to feel guilty if I take a break and it's just, and I thought, that how ridiculous is that? And I saw a scripture. I'll have to find it again. But it was talking about, you know, it's okay to take a break. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to slow down a little bit and rethink my schedule. So I'll still be here and I will still be journaling and making journals and having fun with y'all. But I am going to stop killing myself because you don't get anywhere when you're like that. You know, when you're just pushing and you feel like you're just killing yourself. And that tends to slow me down somewhat too. So let me make sure I'm in frame because I tend to get a little sideways when I'm doing these flip throughs. So, okay. So this one is Journal B. And again, these two will be in the same listing. And then the next one I have is this one. It's a little bigger, so I'm going to adjust the camera. Okay. So this will be in a listing. This one's a hardcover. It's made from a repurposed book. That's the spine and that's the back. This might be one of my favorite ones. Of course, I have several favorite ones, but I really love the collage on this one. Okay. So you have a little pocket stuff with some goodies. And I did put a little label in here in case you want to put a label on the front of your journal. So just going to quickly flip through. You might not see every single page. Some of the journals have pockets and stuff in them. Some of them don't. I think I actually put pockets in most of them except for the little bitty one. But I'll have all the measurements and all of that good stuff in the listings for you so that you know what sizes they are. Each one I tried to give at least 60 pages. So that you could, you know, there's 52 weeks in a year. So if I'm able to do it every week, you would have a page for each day or whatever. But if I'm not, you know, you can journal in it without me. You know, you don't have to wait for me. But, you know, you can always add scriptures that speak to you, or you can, you know, add prayers or thoughts or whatever, you know. But anyways, each book has at least 60 pages. Some have more. And I'm not going to go back through and count each page just because I'm running out of time, because I am leaving on Thursday, and so I've got to get packed and get everything ready and get Mom settled and get a grocery order done for them for while I'm gone and all of that. So I have lots to do. Okay, so this one is the next one. I absolutely loved this cover. It was a cookbook that had a ring binder in it, and I took that out, but I left the cover as it is because, and I've actually hoarded this cover for a couple of years. You know, I've had it and I wanted to do something special with it, and I think this is the perfect special thing to do with it. So, some of them have the snippet pockets in the front, and some of them don't. This is one of my mixed media envelopes that I did. That's a flip out. Lots of the pages flip out or have pockets in them. But again, I'm not going to be too detailed in the flip through, just so that we have time to get to everything and it's not a, you know, 2-hour long video, because I tend to want to show all the details and talk about everything. We all do that, I guess. And so I'm just trying to flip quickly and get through each one and let you kind of get a sneak peek at them at least. There's vintage pages, vintage wallpapers, vintage ledgers, lined pages, graph pages, all different kinds of pages in each of the journals, except for the small one that's just made with the shipping materials. So there's that one. This one has an envelope that flips out and a pocket here. And then there's goodies in the envelope for you to play with. So that one's, there's that one. I'm running out of space. Okay, and then we have this one, and this one's kind of long, so let me make sure that I can fit it all in frame. I think we're good. Okay. So this one has, it's got the chenille cover. It's a bubble envelope inside the cover, and then it's chenille on both sides. I've stitched it twice. I kind of wanted a messy stitch, and then I put the little chenille pocket with the chenille dangle all the way across. So you have that pocket in the front and the back. Quick flip through. Again, you have the dangles hanging off the bottom. This one's a one signature. This one actually started to be a billowing journal, and I stopped. So I thought I could just offer it in the shop while I'm gone, and it'll give you something to grab and something to look forward to. So I might even do a faith journal with me down there. I don't know if I'll have time, but it's all according to how long it takes me to do what I'm doing to help my dad. These are some of my artistic papers that I sprayed and gessoed and stamped on them. These are some of the ones that I put napkin on the deli paper, or the parchment paper, some people call it. This one also has 60 pages in it, so which all of them do have at least 60 pages. Some of them have more, but most of them have actually all of them have at least 60 pages. Okay, and you got some goodies in that back pocket as well. So that's the chenille one. And then the next one I have, this one again is a book cover that I have been hoarding for a long time. And so I finally decided, you know what, might as well use it. So we'll just take a peek. Okay, on this one you've got the crocheted lace on the spine. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay. All right, so I left the original pages. This was an Avon book, and it came in a sleeve, but I didn't want to use the sleeve because it would have been a really thin journal. But I did leave the front pages, and I love that someone put their marks in it, and she gave it to a friend. And so I just kind of stitched it in to the spine. Okay, let's flip through on this one. Had fun with some coffee dyeing, some scriptures. Some of them are scriptures, some of them are quotes, inspirational quotes. So, but it's just kind of meant to invoke your thoughts to different things. So, trying to flip quickly. You'll have to bear with me because I had a migraine that woke me up 3 different times through the night, and so about 3 o'clock this morning, I got up and came and got a cold water out of the fridge and found some Tylenol and took some of that just to be able to try and get a little bit of sleep. Sometimes they just don't want to ease up. And when I laid down last night, it had started hurting, but I thought, well, normally I can just kind of sleep it off. No, this one did not want to go away. So it hounded me all night long. But that's okay, because we're not going to let it get us down. And this one's from 1985, so you have that 1985 calendar, which I think is cool. And this page you can journal on. And then again, I left the back leaf in that one. Okay, so that one is the Victoria Book of Days. Okay, and then the last two are bigger. Let me clear some room. Okay, so this one, I made this cover a long time ago and didn't finish it. So I went ahead and finished it. And I've hoarded it for a long time. But I made it from like a little photo album book. And it has the really thick photo album pages, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I left the front piece in, and I guess they're called photo plates, but they were floral. Here's one of them. So it's kind of a thicker page. So I left one in the front. I left the front leaf and the back page. So in the pages, I added some vintage pages and some new pages and wallpapers, and just kind of gave a good mix of fun stuff. And I love this style of a journal because I like the pages not all being the same size. Because if you want to add something to this page, front or on the side or the bottom, you can do that. So to me, it gives you a lot more creative things to play with. This is a vintage check from 1883. Beautiful dyed envelope that my sweet friend Debbie sent me. Thank you, Debbie. And she sent me these two. So I shared some. This one's 2 signatures. And there's probably, I don't know, this book has a lot more pages in it than the others do. There's a vintage, like invoice from the early 1900s. Almost finished, guys. Thank you for hanging in here with me. Oops. I love the mix of vintage pages and new pages. It just adds a lot of interest to the journal. That's one of my envelopes. And I even like the torn pages. So there's that one. And then the last one, again, this is a cover that I have hoarded for a long time. I made it a long time ago and then just kind of stuck it in a box, and, you know, it stayed there for a while. So there's the spine and there's the back. These are my favorite kind to make with the collages on them. I just think they're so pretty. And I actually did part of this one on a video a long time ago. I don't even remember how long it's been. Let me see if I'm in frame. But I did a folder here in the front, So you've got some vintage goodies. There's a vintage check and a vintage ledger, vintage receipt, a vintage invoice. So I just added some goodies in there for you. Here we go. Uh-oh. I've got this one all clipped together. It's not supposed to be like that. Hang on, let me get it out. Excuse my reach. There we go. Okay, so these are either quotes or scriptures that I've added in, and a lot of the stuff I added in with paper clips so that you can move them around and put them where you want them, or, you know, reposition them. Beautiful dyed envelope. All stuck together too. A coloring page. These are altered paper clips that I made a while back. Excuse me. Little pocket, and it's clipped in so you can move it around. This is a pocket and a tag that's just clipped in. You can move it around. Another envelope. Whoops. Next page. There's one of my envelopes that I did the mixed media stuff on. There's one of my mixed media papers. I absolutely love this Sears catalog page, probably because we had some of this furniture when I was growing up, and it brought back some really fun memories. I'm dating myself. That's okay. I was born in 1972, so, you know, there you go. I am not afraid to tell people how old I am. I'm a little proud of it. My mom died when she was 47, so I have surpassed her. And that was always kind of a fear of mine, you know, that because she died so young, I was afraid that I would too. So, there's that one. So, those are the journals that I've put in the shop. And y'all can run over and grab your favorite one. Leave any comments or questions that you have in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will. And I will see you soon. Big hugs.